Hive Mind Network Online, Channel 0093. Secure uplink initiated.
Chat nonsense. Going again. Oops, that is... Just a second, getting this chat window working so that I can see all of your beautiful faces while I'm doing stuff. And by faces, I mean words, I guess? Your beautiful words. Although really, I'm not sure if it's gonna be all that useful here. So hello. Yes, I'm here. Did you miss me? Of course you did. Today we're just talking. We're just chatting. Things have been a little crazy on my end, at least. So here's what I can share. We are going to postpone just for a little while the security seminar. It was going to be next week. Now it's going to be the week after, the 27th. Keep an eye on your inboxes if you were one of the people who had that as an add-on. Because I'm going to be sending out surveys and information and stuff so that you can participate. I'm hoping to send that out probably by like the middle of next week. Before the 20th, I should have an email sent out to all of you. I don't know if I can officially say who's on the panel yet still. But no, I'm sure I can say at least one because we've been talking a bit. So Kim Crawley, who is a super cool writer, she writes a lot about different cybersecurity things, is going to be joining us. And she's going to talk to us about all kinds of super cool hacker stuff. Yeah. I mean, mostly there's just been so much going on. It's hard to even, like, so much of it is stuff that is not even like stuff that you will notice in the end, but it's just planning. We have stopped accepting submissions for that inspiration for the soundtrack, and we sent all those along to our super awesome, amazing composer extraordinaire. So those of you who sent stuff in should expect to see yourself credited, and those of you who didn't should not. Because I didn't get a lot of entries, we didn't wind up doing the sort of voting section of things, but we still got enough to be, you know, somewhat usable, which is nice. We have a new face on the team, whose name I'm really bad at pronouncing. It's Pierre Livier is his name, and he does community management stuff. We're a team now. We're friends. We're cool. He's cool. You probably saw him tweeting about it. But yeah, it's a good time. I know that the academy is in progress and being worked on. It should be out this month. I have to talk to Alex and see exactly if he knows, when this month. But it's a thing that will happen eventually. Soon, as we like to say. So, yeah, it's things are going well. The game is coming along really nicely. We're at that point in the process where mostly we're focused on making sure that launching the game is super fun and that there's lots of cool stuff to go with it. I see Tirit is here, which is cool. So yeah. Trying to think of what other cool stuff I can loop you in on, and they're just drawing a total blank, which is crazy because there's always so much stuff to talk about. Let's see. Why don't we talk about Faye a little bit? Because I like talking about Faye. So as some of you guys know, Faye is your sort of AI helper, assistant, companion, disembodied voice in the Singer OS. Most of the time she just like narrates whatever window you happen to be opening at any given time. But she also does other stuff. Like if you, let me show you. If you go over to XQ score, you can see that there's actually automatic filtering that Faye can do, which isn't actually a thing that, I don't know if it's implemented yet, but the idea is Faye is more than just sort of a narrative voice. Faye is an AI, which is pretty cool. And it's actually really, it's comparable to what a lot of companies are actually doing these days with machine learning to identify sort of malicious behavior on their networks. So there's like a whole AI village at DEF CON, which was super cool. But it's sort of becoming a thing where they'll use deep learning and machine learning and even things that some people call AI in order to identify, activity on a network that is maybe not expected, maybe not normal. And it's sort of turned into like almost like an arms race between the people who code the bots and the people who code the bot catchers, which is really cool. I think it's really cool. I geek out about that stuff. But it also sort of presents, I don't want to say an ethical quandary because that sounds so overdone. But, from an ethical standpoint, it gets to a point where it's like, well, how we interact with an AI is really interesting sometimes, Oh, that's all I'll say on that one. But Faye is cool. Initially was based upon a tool that I think what it was it like it basically was like almost like a feed reader type thing where it would look at all of the, events that were happening and highlight the ones that were, important to whatever task was at hand, which was, I believe, an actual tool. And it just sort of escalated from there. And now Faye has become sort of her own character in the game at this point almost, which is it's great. I love Faye. I love the whole concept of Faye. But it really is, it's AI as an autonomous, you know, system for cybersecurity, cyber defense, but also on the offensive side. Imagine if you could automate, you know, there's already so much stuff in NITE Team 4 that you can automate. Like, oh yeah, let's just, you know, find every open port and scan them for vulnerabilities. Like all that stuff that would be really, really hard to do. Not hard, but more time consuming and requiring, maybe a deeper level knowledge is stuff that Faye helps you with here because, you might not know off the top of your head, oh, this particular version, is vulnerable, but Faye can say, oh, well, I recognize the banner being configured slightly differently is, a default setting with this particular version of a tool, and I know it is something that I've seen manipulated in the past, and so it becomes a whole thing. Faye is cool. Honestly, I could talk for hours about machine learning, just because I took a couple courses on it back when I was still taking courses, and it's fun. It's fun to talk about. What other stuff is there to talk about, though? So you guys should be expecting to see the Academy sometime this month for the basic training stuff. Does the reverse also work? The reverse of what, Zaylong? I mean, if Faye doesn't recognize a vulnerability, that would be weird, because it's not like... I don't think that that's a scenario that's likely to happen, where you recognize a vulnerability that Faye doesn't. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what would happen there, because I've never really given it much thought, because it's not really something I've really considered as being possible. Good thing I'm not the one who's building Stinger OS. Haha. Oh, Faye doesn't stand for anything. Or maybe it does, but I'm not clear to know what it stands for. It's just her name. I mean, if it means anything, it's above my clearance level, which is saying something. But yeah, we've been as you probably noticed, we put all our games on Humble Bundle fairly recently, and we're, doing a little bit more in the way of outreach and engagement on sort of new platforms, trying to make some new friends. So if you see some new people, please be nice to them. And if you know somewhere that, might wanna be friends with us, let us know. Drop us a line. We like friends. I don't know, Iggy, you're very nice. You're not allowed to. You're a very nice person. Alright. Trying to think what other shenanigans we can get up to. Yeah, so for those of you who maybe missed out, security seminar. Here, I'm gonna type it. So yeah, we are doing the security seminar on the 27th. One of our speakers is going to be Kim Crowley, who is a super awesome writer in the information security scene. Oh, I know where to start that. I'm starting to get the feeling that you guys didn't get sent the information you needed to for that mission. Let me see what he told me. Maybe we can play with it. That could be fun. This could be fun. Let's play with it. Oops. Hey. Play along, guys. Should I make a group room? Why is it blinking so much? Blinky. So blinky. See? Alright. I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. But now you know where to look. Maybe. I don't know, man. I gave you a sneak peek. The rest is up to you guys. So yeah, we might wind up having sort of a shorter stream tonight just because I'm in the middle of trying to plan that seminar, which you guys had better come to. It's going to be here on this channel, 4 p.m., 27th, not the 20th, like I previously said. And I'm going to go update the forum post about that in a hot second. But it's going to be super cool. I'm going to... Ooh, geez, that was not what I meant to do. I'm going to pause for questions for a moment. Are there any querents among the audience who may have queries? Things you want to ask? It's cool if you don't, because you always know where to find me. It's not... I'm not going to talk any more about that. Sorry, Iggy. You're gonna have to go poking on your own. It's something to poke at. Be thankful that you have something to poke at. Right? I honestly have no idea what's at the bottom of that rabbit hole, so good luck. So, barring any seriously pressing questions, let me just you should have had content spoofing for a while. I remember Alex asking about it, making sure you guys had it. Question from Tirit. That's unacceptable. What question do you have? How can I sate your curiosity? The ability to directly interact with individual... What do you mean by that? That is like such a weasel word. Come on, man. Be straight with me. What are you asking about? What do you mean by individual clients, I guess, is what I'm really asking. Because we definitely, work with individual clients depending on what you mean by individual clients. Oh. Um, I think so, yeah. Well, we can give you like specific inventory items and stuff like that. Like we can push it to just one person rather than a bunch of people. If that's what you mean. Because we can definitely pick it out on like, I mean, it's on like a username basis, but yeah. Speaking of which, if any of you guys have been dealing with password reset problems, I profusely apologize. We've had a little bit of a hiccup with the way that that system's been handled, but we're gonna be fixing that and working on that. Send messages, and I don't know if we have anything set up to send anything live like that. But honestly, if we did, I probably wouldn't tell you. Like, that seems like the sort of thing that I wouldn't tell you. Because that would ruin all of the surprise. Right? Anyway, I think I think that's gonna be that for now. So make sure that you come to the super cool security thing that we've been busting rump to get ready for you guys. Like I said, keep an eye on your inboxes because I'm gonna hopefully send out a questionnaire as well as just general information about the stream. And we're also planning sort of more of a pre-recorded type setup for after the fact, with a different group of people. And there are, of course, so many more exciting surprises and other shenanigans to look forward to because we are nothing if not surprising. And I don't want to say impulsive exactly, but it would look impulsive from the outside. Some of the things that we're getting ready to spring on you. So yeah, get ready and don't let your guard down too much. As always, if you have technical support problems, you can send it along in the Discord or the forums, or find a way to contact me directly because I'm the one who's going to be a real pain in the butt to make sure it gets fixed most of the time. But it really depends on what it is. You can also reach out at info@allisonsmith.com. That's our help desk email. It'll open a ticket for you and be lots of fun. You can also tweet at us, message us on Twitter. We can make tickets out of that too if you're having problems. So yeah, just feel free to contact us whenever. Be our friends. Be my friend specifically because I need more friends. That's all. All right. Bye, y'all.
Closing root access. Goodbye.